Today, on the Tom Kearin Channel, your desires are already yours. Stop begging and start being. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Tom Kearin Channel in studios of Be Something Wonderful, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, good morning and welcome back to the Tom Kearin Channel. One of you reached out to say that you stumbled upon one of our older videos that really changed everything for you. This is a video where I talk about the power of now, where Eckhart Tolle introduces the book with a story. The story of the beggar on the street corner, right? And what she got from this is, oh my God, I have just been begging. I've been begging my specific person. I've been begging others. I've been begging the 3D world, the outer world. I've been begging the universe. I've been begging God to bring me what's already mine. Wow. I've been sitting on my own awareness of being, my own power that I am, to create and manifest everything I want right now. She said within days of this realization, her specific person through over a year had not heard from him, messaged her. Within a few weeks, they were seeing each other again. And now, a few months later, they're making plans to move in together. Wow. Think of this. She's not begging anymore. She's not begging God. She's not begging the universe. She's not begging others. She's not begging the outer world. She's declaring and claiming that I am all that is. I am God and there is no other. This is my world. This is my reality. Really powerful. If you remember, now The Power of Now is a classic, right? One of my favorite books. But when Eckhart Tolle starts The Power of Now, he talks about this beggar who's on a street corner, who's been sitting on a box for more than 30 years, more than this beggar could remember. And the stranger approaches him and asks him, what's in the box? And the beggar goes, oh, I don't know. I've been sitting on this box for years. And he goes, well, have you ever looked in the box? He goes, oh, no. He goes, well, why not? And he goes, what's the use? What's the use? I know there's nothing in there. Wow. Sitting on our own awareness, right? Not understanding that we are the power. Eckhart Tolle describes it as looking for scraps of pleasure, of fulfillment, of validation, of security, of love, proof and evidence of who we are out there. We're just begging for scraps until we declare and claim that we are everything we want to be. The stranger finally urges this beggar to look. And in it he finds this, it's filled with gold. That's your awareness of being. You might, and Eckhart Tolle uses that idea that, well, you might say, well, I'm not a beggar. But if you don't understand that you are all the power there is, you're not just powerful, you're all the power. That reality is not outside of you, you are reality. That God is not someone that you pray to, some outside power or entity or being outside of you that you pray to, that you are that power, you are that God, you are that awareness. Wow, otherwise you're a beggar sitting on the box, right? Wow, it changed her life. Now, I hope to hear more from her because I want to know specifically what video it was, if she has it, so I could share that with you. But more than that, wow, this is very similar to a story that I told you on the Be Something Wonderful channel over the last few days. I shared these insights from one of you that talked with me. And understood this is a person that wasn't new to manifesting, but that was manifesting plenty of things, right? Was using his imagination, was assuming things, was using processes. But he discovered that, and that was always hot and cold though, right? Sometimes it would happen, sometimes it would not. And then he discovered that, wait a minute. After a month of finding our channel, he said, he discovered that, wait a minute, it's not about processes and techniques. It's not linear. That nothing up to now decides it, that it's my decision, my conviction in the moment that creates it. It was never the processes and techniques. We create the story that it was that it was the healing or the therapy that did it. We're sitting on that box. We're sitting on that awareness. This is what he discovered. I encourage you to go to the Be Something Wonderful channel to watch the last few videos that we talk about that. But he made that discovery that it was never the processes. That it was him the whole time, him deciding that that's my conviction. This is my decision to be it. He understood that that's the only thing, and he's experiencing all of these instant changes in his life by saying, wait a minute, I want what I want. This is what I want. I don't want that. This is what I want. So using the powerful way, that's a very powerful way to use denial, that this is what I want. This is my reality. I get to decide. This is what he's been doing. Very, very powerful, right? And he was using examples that we've talked about from that episode of Deep Space Nine, Star Trek. It's not linear. But understanding that the idea that your past creates or is source of your present and future is the myth. You're creating it all now. The past is not source and doesn't create anything. So this idea of everything I've experienced comes into play to what I create now. You make those linear connections. Every experience, every frame of reality stands on its own as all that is and all that you are. Wow. Nothing before now created anything except your decision. You might create the linear idea, the linear experience that, yeah, I did processes and techniques. I used repetition. I fell asleep in a state akin to sleep, imagining my wish fulfilled every night. I listened to subliminals. And then finally, I manifested what I want. These are things that he used to do. And sometimes it would manifest, sometimes it wouldn't. It would just take time. And he understood. He understood after just a month on the channel that it's not linear. That nothing you've experienced, what you call your experience of your past, has prepared you for the understanding that in this moment you create it all. You can make the decision now. There are no conditions on your fulfillment. There's no conditions on being that person you want to be now. We create those conditions. We thread together those stories. Make the story that I am everything that I desire to be. Stop begging, right? And be it. Know it. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Tom Kearin Channel in studios of Be Something Wonderful, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, be sure to go to the Be Something Wonderful channel, specifically the last 2 recent videos, and check those out, big ones. And also later this month, we have our next live event. At the end of September, the last Sunday, we're going to have a live event where I answer your questions as you ask them. This live stream, I think it's September 28th, Sunday, at 12 noon time Pacific here in Las Vegas, where you get the opportunity live to ask me questions. It's going to be fun. That's going to be on the Be Something Wonderful membership channel. Creators, with great love, with great light, and infinite gratitude, this is Tom Kearin here on the Tom Kearin Channel in the studios of Be Something Wonderful. Until next time, we'll see you soon.